like that opening jingle, do you think?
I love that song. So again, we got to pay homage. That was Colt Fantastic and their song "Animal" that we use for the theme song. So what's happening? Yeah, baby, it's
very
music
nice of
scene.
them to allow us to use that. Yeah.
Tim, Tony, Lucas Ireland in the house.
Man with the talent.
All right, calm down, everybody. Cassidy Paris is in our cyber green room. She just went boop. I saw her, and there she is.
Right on time.
Hey, if you hear us okay, Cassidy, wave. Yay! Woo! Man, we struck pay her tonight, and she's not buffering or anything. This is really going to be great.
Awesome.
So we got a great lineup for you guys tonight. Besides our featured artist Cassidy Paris, we get to play her new video, Uncle Tom's Cabin. I snagged some raw footage off her Facebook page. She doesn't know I did it. Well, she does now.
She does now.
And then we are going to pay homage to Blooming Together #2 that happened in mid-March at the Gallery Theater in Ahoskie. We pulled some clips from that. Lucas was part of it. He was up in the booth running sound for the show. We've got Old School, the Golden Harmoniers. We got a clip, Leslie Jernigan, Brandon Vaughn from Serenading in Saxy. And then when Tony did lights and sound over Fairwood Lanes, we had a band called Buckshot come to town.
Yep.
And we got a little video compilation of that show for you as well tonight. Now, guys, don't forget, if you would like to comment, bring it on, okay? Like it says, your comments will be live, so feel free to talk to us. And there you have it. Who are we? God only knows. Oh, that's us. Wait a minute, is that in the right order? No.
I didn't want.
I'll be Tony.
It's fine. I think they'll figure it out if we talk enough.
Maybe.
Turn Irish.
Yeah. Anyway, it's fine. I think they know who you and I are anyway, and of course they can figure out who Lucas is.
Who are we? Never mind.
Everybody knows me in about an hour circle. That's about it. It's about my reach.
Your reach.
It'll be okay.
All right, guys, we'll bring Cassidy on in a little bit, but we like to talk about local music, what we've seen, what's going on. Tony, Fairwood Lanes, baby, our music hub right there out in Roanoke Rapids.
Fairwood Lanes has been lit since the beginning of 2014. Of course, it's been lit for the last several years.
Lit, like as in drunk?
No, lit as in wide open on fire, not literally on fire. We don't want to go there.
No, that would be bad.
Yeah, but several great acts that have come through. We have a great act coming up this weekend. Alibi will debut there. Looking forward to that as well. This past weekend had a great group that we had been looking forward to called Buckshot out of Virginia Beach, 7-member country band, and they did rock the house for the entire night. So if you're in the Roanoke Valley area or even slightly outside of it, or even if you're all the way in Virginia Beach, it doesn't matter. If you're within an hour or two drive of Roanoke Rapids, check out Fairwood Lanes, 201 Old Farm Road. We are live every
He sounds like a
Saturday
friggin'
night.
commercial. I mean, what in the heck, man? I don't want to hear that. Yak, just get to the point. Fluff it up. Make it pretty. Yeah. Fine.
You did that.
Oh, thank you so much.
But anyway.
Lucas, what have you been up to? I know you've been popping all over the place.
I'm staying busy. I was just looking at when am I going to be at Fairwood Lane since he was talking about him. July 27th. My band plays there.
So
we will have Mr.
Scrapbook.
Lucas Ireland and his band Scrapbook live on the Fairwood Lanes stage.
Yeah, we'll be rocking that out in July. It's a little far off. We don't.
Hey, look, it'll get here before you know it.
I'm glad my dates are far off because we're always trying to keep up with the members, keep people on the payroll.
Keeping up with the members, baby.
It's tough, man, to keep a band together sometimes. Everybody's got so much going on, but might have who I need now. Like, my bass player's been awesome. He's been sticking it out from the get.
Oh, good.
And this new drummer, he seems like he's really into it, so we'll see how that goes.
If you're wondering who he is, he's a solo singer, songwriter, guitar player, and he's also the front man for Scrapbook.
I do a lot, yeah.
He does. He's very busy in the music community. He also runs Lights and Sound over at the Gallery Theater, so if you see any of their upcoming shows, like their Mother's Day show.
That's coming up.
It's an R&B weekend treat for mom, got to tell you. So he'll be running sound for that. It's a good show. Again, What's the date? May 11th.
May 11th. And the theater's a great place. We're trying to turn it around. We're bringing it back to life a little bit with as much as we possibly can. Fix this, fix that. There's a lot that needs to be done in there, but we're getting there slowly, one piece at a time.
So, Lucas, tell us, how long have you been playing music for your fans out there?
I've been playing music since the sixth grade. Got a saxophone and started learning, and then from the time I was 15, I had a guitar, and I've been playing ever since on that. So I'm 41 now.
So when did you figure out you had vocals that you could carry like you can?
Oh, I don't know that. I never really thought I did until I got older and was like, you know what, I can do this okay. So I'm gonna start trying.
Well, you actually do, because I've heard this guy hit notes, y'all. Notes that I was like, that's unbelievable. That's great.
Thank
so
you, man.
he's hit some. He's got a range there. So if you ever get a chance and you're ever around and they're playing, yeah, he's definitely worth a look. Come see, and you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's get Cassidy. Let's get Cassidy on the show.
Hi, Cassidy.
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's in store for, but we'll see what happens. Hey there,
Guys, how's it going?
it's going. It's going. Good job. I was biting my nails. I mean, I had your videos to play if you didn't pop up, but there you were.
There I was. Yeah, I like the setup, guys. You've got Steven Tyler in the background. You're repping an AC/DC, classic Australian band. Very, very good.
Much like your one picture with your posters behind you.
Yes,
AC/DC.
exactly.
I wore this for you. I went total AC/DC. Brian Johnson hat.
I thought you may have. You know what? I appreciate the effort. I really see, and I saw the effort as well. So that's great.
Awesome. So we've been we've been playing some of your songs for a couple years now, and we debuted "Wannabe" here on What's Happening, one of our shows.
Yeah.
That was a little
Thank you
before
so
we
much.
had the ability to go live. Great video.
You guys look and sound
Thank
great.
you.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It was
Thanks.
awesome.
Thanks. It's been a great journey for us, and for me and my dad as well. It's been a great bond. It's been exciting to kind of dip my feet into the music industry and see what happens. And I love it. I've been very happy with how things are going. So it's great.
We love independent artists
That's
on
some
this
great
show.
crowds.
I'm not quite independent. Well, I am an independent artist, but I'm not because I'm signed to Frontiers now. I was an independent artist, but recently I signed to Frontiers Music, so that was really exciting step for me and the band, and they've been fantastic. So, yeah.
Good job.
You're already stepping up.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's cool to
you
see
market
that
yourself.
a classic label like that for them to get behind a younger artist was really exciting. So I was the first artist to sign with Frontiers of my age. I was 20 when I signed the record deal. So that's really exciting that they're getting some new blood into the scene as well.
Well, I've always been drawn to your music because it kind of brings me back to my old rock days with a modern flair.
Yeah.
When I first saw you, I thought inspiration Lita Ford, but reading your bio, she's not listed on here.
Lita Ford is a
So,
huge inspiration. Yeah, I think but Lita Ford is also a very she's very known for her guitar skills as well. And I think my main thing is singing, and obviously I play rhythm guitar in the band, but I don't play lead guitar. So I'm very kind of influenced by people like Lizzie Hale, if you've heard of Hailstorm. Very influenced by Joan Jett. Yeah, a bunch of those artists. But Lita Ford's also a huge influence on my music.
Well, I mean, I look at some of your inspirations here on your bio. I mean, that's pretty good.
Avril Lavigne.
Yeah,
On the guitar.
absolutely. Team Avril, yeah.
Or like jam some flyleaf or something, rock it out, some Lacey.
Yeah.
I've seen 3 of them out of your 5.
Oh, you have? Oh, that's so good. I wish I'd. Yeah, a lot of acts don't really come to Australia, so usually if I go to see an act, it's like overseas. Like another one of my favorite bands that are not listed there is Heat, and I saw them for the first time when I played in the States the first time, and they were. I don't know if you know of Eric Gromwell. I'm assuming you guys do. He was the lead singer of Skid Row as of a couple of weeks ago. And he's a huge influence on me as well. So, but these artists don't really come to Australia, so we have to go elsewhere to see them. Australia's like down on the list sometimes to come and visit us, which is a little bit sad, but I'm happy to travel to go see them.
I'm sure you are. Well, if you ever make it near North Carolina, stop in and say, hey.
Oh, yeah, I will. Yeah. You can bet your
We
bottom
definitely
dollar.
have places that you could actually play in North Carolina.
Yeah. I don't know. We're catching her before she's a superstar. You realize this, right? A couple of years, she'll be like, no, I don't want to be on your show.
No, that's really sweet, guys. I'll always come back. And thanks for your support. You guys have been there since the beginning, so I really appreciate it.
It's what we do. Definitely not for the money.
Yeah, well, exactly. I think a lot of people at this level, if they were in it for the money, they wouldn't be doing it. So, yeah, it's cool to see that independent stations and people get behind artists that are smaller and up and coming. So that's really exciting.
Maybe I should say that instead of indie, independent, small and up and coming. When they're big and corporate, they won't want anything to do with us.
No, that's not true. I want something to do with that.
I'm still up and coming.
Me too, darn it.
I'm not done yet.
No.
I never have been done yet.
I'll be done when I feel over dead. That's what'll happen to me. All right, let's give you guys a little taste of Cassidy. I hope you don't mind. I found a really good raw video on your Facebook page, and I captured that.
I don't mind it. I'm glad you did a bit of digging here. I'm excited to see what you found.
Well, I got to match the quality with the audio quality.
Yeah.
And there was only a few to choose from, but this one's a good one. So you know what? Let's play it first. Here, you'll have to tell us what it is.
All right.
Because I didn't pay too much attention to it, to be honest. Thinking about what I like to do. Heat of the night, and you could leave me there. Oh man, what was that? Some kind of weird buffer moment that I had here? Pancreas, it's gone. There we go. Good job.
Thank you. Thanks. That's actually from our most recent live show in my hometown. It's actually not the boys' hometown, but my hometown, Melbourne, Australia. So that was cool to see. And that's Midnight Desire. It's the it's the last song on the album, but it's the first track that we play in our set. So it's always a fun one to play. And basically, to explain the lineup, obviously it's myself, and then on bass is my dad. And then to my left in the video, I think, is my guitarist Tom Rogowski, and on drums is his brother Alex Rogowski. So, and they're from the UK. They're not Aussies like me and my dad. So it's kind of like
awesome.
a half Aussie band.
Just watching what you have there. We mentioned a place near us called Fairwood Lanes. We have a band that comes there just kind of often. They call themselves Dirty Blonde. It's a young lady. It was just watching you, what you were doing there. So much similarity between the two of you.
No way.
Her father, yes, her father is the keyboard player, and he basically takes care of managing the band and setting everything up. And then they've got a couple of brothers who play guitar and drums.
Wow,
and,
that's so
cool. And it was amazing because that young lady that's the lead singer of that, she's 18 now, and they play a lot of your 80s rock songs. Yeah. I mean, she is very talented. And it was what really got me is sitting there looking at you. I was like, wow, they even kind of dress the same. So
yeah,
opening act.
I've never heard of them. That's cool. I love learning about
America with mirrors of each other.
Yeah, and I mean, like I say, just the talent there. Just watching, both, I was like, this is just coincidental. It was amazing just to see it. And good job, by the way. That was an amazing, amazing set of vocals you have there. Everything just that was awesome.
Thanks. So let me give you are you willing to stay on this whole show with us?
Yeah. When does your show finish? I have a couple of other interviews today, but when does your show finish?
Oh, probably about another 43 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to do that.
Okay, because we're going to take you on our ride then tonight, because we have other videos to show of other bands, and we'll give you a little taste of North Carolina music.
All right, that sounds good.
My apologies, I don't have anything put together.
Yeah, but he's great anyway.
This did you say Dirty Blonde is their name, the name of the band?
Yeah.
Yes, they are next to each other if we look alike with the whole band and dynamic. That'd be cool when we come to the States eventually.
Oh yeah, I mean it's amazing just to see two of you on stage.
Yeah, like
we
rock in the
we were working with a band called Spinning Jenny. Remember Spinning Jenny?
Yeah.
Out in New York City.
Okay.
A daughter, a father, and two daughters. The father, and I guess maybe the friend from down the hall.
Yeah.
Formed a band called.
I think a lot of bands do that, and I think it's a wise decision because like you obviously have a massive bond with the people in your family, right? So like even Hailstorm, they're made up of like Lizzie Hale and her brother, and then I believe the guitarist is maybe her partner or something like that, and then. There's heaps of bands like that. There's another band. They've completely escaped me. Liliac, they're called. I don't know if you've heard of them. And they're all siblings as well. So there's a lot of bands that are going around at the moment that are like that, and that's pretty cool to see as well. Very
cool. Now I saw you got an endorsement by Warren Star Clothing. Is that they supply a lot of your rocker stuff?
Yeah, that's my jacket that I'm wearing. So I got it. I am affiliated with them, which is great, and it's been really cool because I've been a fan of the brand for a very long time. My dad always growing up wore the Warren Star stuff, so as you can imagine, when I told him this, he was rapt. He was very excited, and I wore this before. Actually being affiliated with them as well, and they just make really good quality rock clothes, and that's very rare these days to see that. So I'm really happy to be kind of aligned with them. They're very, very cool brands, and I think they're based in the US as well.
Well, there you go. You plugged one of your sponsors, so we're good.
There we go.
All right,
don't need to talk about anything else now.
All right, Cassidy, you're going to hang with us. That's awesome. Let's play a little bit of music from some of the other performers we have for tonight. This band, Buckshot, Tony was talking to you guys about earlier, was at Fairwood Lanes about a week ago, and I hope they come back because they're awesome. But Tony was able to grab a little bit of 4 video clips, and I put it together for you guys. So here we go, Buckshot.
I wanna give it all I got, 'cause I can't be what I'm not. Let it all hang out, 'cause when you're hot, you're hot. Gonna let it roll on down the line. Pick it up right where I left mine. Mistakes that I made, the rules that I break, even if I'm late. You know I'd be right on time. Gonna head on down to that local water tavern, where the beer is cold and Buckshot's always freaking jamming. I grabbed the first girl that I saw. Yeah, buddy, we dance some more. I let it all hang out, 'cause of me, yeah. I'm gonna let it roll on down the line. Picking up right where I left mine. Mistakes that I made, the rules I break, even if I break. You know it'd be right on time. Right on time, Brad. Hollywood! I ain't asking for more.
All right, that was Buckshot VB. If you wonder what the VB stands for, Virginia Beach, because it turns out there's a whole bunch of buckshot bands in the world. So they had to, throw VB on there from Virginia Beach.
The thing is
we have an alcoholic beverage called a VB. So
really,
I was like, is this but it's not, obviously, because it's very
So what is your drink of choice? We like bourbon.
Bourbon? I don't know. I'm not a huge drinker, to be honest. I love an Aperol Spritz, which is like.
What's wrong with Aperol?
Singers gotta hydrate.
Yeah, well, exactly. Singers have got to hydrate. You got to drink a lot of water. I very rarely have a drink, to be honest. And yeah, if I have a drink, it's usually an Aperol Spritz or like a vodka lime soda or something like that.
Very nice. So Cassidy, while that video was playing, I looked up your Facebook page and I sent a friend request, but also I sent the profile link to the band Dirty Blonde in your messenger.
Fantastic. Oh yes, okay. I'm gonna have a look at that right now.
Did anyone notice big deer head on the side of the speaker for Buckshot? It's pretty good prop.
Yeah, they hung a deer head right on the side of their speaker.
Tony had to point that out to me. I didn't even pick up on it. I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. So that's funny.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I like seeing young people in the industry. Did you say she was 18?
She is 18, and this is another band that we feature as well called Dead Serious.
Mm-hmm.
All of these guys are I'd say 18 and 19, and it's like they stepped right out of the 80s. I'm talking about the makeup, the costuming, all of it. And this kid, he can actually carry vocals like Freddie Mercury. I mean, he's amazing.
They kill it.
He's got that big rack of teeth, like in the movie where it said it helps.
No, he don't have that big rack of teeth, but they kill it. His stage energy is phenomenal. I mean, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you want. Like I was speaking about it with my guitarist the other day, and when you go to see a band, you want them to be entertaining or else you would just listen to the record, would you not?
Exactly.
Like I like seeing performers that do something that's different and move and work the stage, and that's kind of what my dad's been in bands his entire life. He played in a power metal band when I was growing up. Ooh, I remember seeing Cassidy in Sydney at the Bridge Hotel. Hello, whoever you are. You were, because I don't know if I remember you too, but I'll be back, definitely.
Well, we can actually tell you who that is. If you know Jonesy from Australian Radio Indie.
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes.
He does a show on our radio 5 days a week.
Yep.
Yeah, we're tight with Jonesy.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like how your comments pop up and we can both see them, because sometimes on this kind of platform, you guys can only see them and I can't see them. So that's cool.
It's a great platform. It's called StreamYard.
Yeah, I've been on StreamYard a couple of times, but it hasn't worked exactly like this. So it's probably my favorite out of the ones that they usually use for interviews. It's a very good platform, like you said. But going back to what I was saying, my dad's been in bands his entire life. He was in a power metal band when I was young called Black Majesty, and they did a lot of Europe and Germany, and he played Wacken with Black Majesty. And then now he's in a band called Wicked Smile, and they're kind of like Skid Row-esque meets Iron Maiden kind of sounding. And it's my favorite thing that he's done, but they're all really good users of the stage. So I love watching them live because my dad and the lead singer, Daddy Ciccardi, always uses the stage well. And he kind of sounds like Dio. So if you're into Dio, I'd recommend checking them out.
Rodney James Dio.
My favorite music by him is when he took over from Ozzy for those 2 albums.
Yeah.
With Tony Iommi, I mean, the arrangements, the guitar licks, Dio, I mean, it just worked. I love those 2 albums.
Yeah, you'll have to get my dad onto the show as well, so you've got 2 Aussies on the show. I'm sure he'll jump on and talk a bit about
Well, you know what? You may not, but your dad is probably aware of a band that came out in 1979 called Tigers of Pantang. They were really big over in Germany. They were part of the British metal invasion here in the United States.
Yeah.
And they still to this day have a album called Wildcats. That's just raw, crunching, dueling guitars. It is awesome from beginning to end. I may have them on a future show. I've been talking to them. It would be great to have you and your dad on with that show with them.
Yeah. I definitely. He's always up for an interview as well, and I think if you check them out, they're called Wicked Smile. They're a really cool heavy rock band from Australia, and they toured the UK with myself last year and the year before. So, and this year I'm going by myself to the UK as a headliner, so that's exciting.
Cool.
We wish you luck.
Thank you.
Now, you mentioned young artists. You like to see young artists develop?
I love to see young artists because I am one. Well, I'd like to say I am one.
I got a treat for you then. All three of us were involved in putting together a show called Blooming Together at a local theater. And what it was is it's a culmination of all the cultures coming together through music, poetry, dance, all ages, including a young lady that happens to be 9 years old.
Oh.
Together for 9-year-old Miss Leslie Jernigan.
Every road
So that was, huh?
That's
What did you
really
think?
cool. I love it. I love it. I love seeing young people in the industry do things like that. That makes me happy.
Yeah, she's a little cutie pie. We've been working with her at the theater for a couple years now. I mean, she's an awesome little girl. I mean, before she sang that song, she was covered in mud playing softball all day in a championship. Throws on the dress, belts it out, and the next day, I think she went and won the playoffs. To be honest with you, girl power. Wait a minute, I shouldn't be saying that, right?
She sings
That's
all
weird.
over the place. She gets as many gigs as I do.
I know, right? Do you know? It was a show she did last year with me. It was a community talent competition we were doing at the theater. So Mom videotaped her, right? That one little clip she did, put it on TikTok.
Blew up.
Last time I looked, it was over 4 million views.
Wow, that's cool. But that's what should be getting recognition, you know, young people getting up there, doing their thing. And, you know, she's confident, she's doing what she wants to do. I love it. I love it.
Very nice. You still cool with it to stay with us for a little bit more?
I have an interview at 10:30, so I'll duck off soon. But yeah, I can stay with you guys
All
for a
right.
little bit.
Then let's play Uncle Tom's Cabin. Tell us
All right.
about it. What was your inspiration? Why did you choose that song?
I've always loved Warrant. My dad brought me up on Warrant, and the same with my guitarist Tom. His dad brought him up on Warrant as well. So we thought that this was cool because I hadn't seen many girls cover a Warrant song before, and I love Uncle Tom's Cabin. Jeez, it's very early here. Uncle Tom's Cabin. Very early. Yeah, and that entire album is a fantastic album. And I remember growing up, like watching even the Cherry Pie.
Oh yeah.
I read Bobby Brown's book recently, and that gave me a bit more of an insight into like the Warrant world as well, which was very cool. But yeah, so I've always been a fan, and I think that hopefully we had a lot of fun with it. So I hope people are enjoying it.
And Janie Lane went before his time.
Absolutely true. Yeah, what a legend, and we'll always remember him through his music. And I think it's fantastic that bands like this, even though Janie Lane has passed, is still making an impact on young artists like myself and our band.
Awesome.
All right, well, without further ado, here is Uncle Tom's Cabin and Cassidy Paris.
Just for the record, let's get the story straight. Me and Uncle Tom are fishing, and it's getting pretty late. Out by the Cypress Rim, we're both wishing well. We're seeing kind of bottom, so we're digging down a hill. Over in the bushes and off to the right. 2 men talking in the bare moonlight. Sheriff's on Brady and Deputy Edge, all 2 limp bodies down to the water's edge. I know a secret town in Uncle Tom's cabin. I know a secret that I just can't tell. They didn't see me and Tom in the tree. Neither one believing what the other had seen. Tossed in the bodies, let them sink on down to the bottom of the well where they'll never be found. I know a secret town in Uncle Tom's cabin. I knew a secret that I just can't tell. I know a secret down in Uncle Tom's cabin. I know a secret that I just can't tell. I know a secret down in Uncle Tom's cabin. Go put the bodies in the wishing well. Wow!
Some power in there.
wishing well. Oh.
Set the vocal control, like powerful without straining.
Very nice.
Have all that grit when you need it. Like, great. You know,
Thanks.
That was amazing.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, so as much as I'd like to yank you along for the rest of our little adventure here, I know you got other obligations. Cassidy, take a moment to plug whatever you want the people out there to know about.
Yeah, well, firstly, thank you so much, guys, for having me on the show. Really appreciate it. It's been great to hang out with you guys today, and thank you so much for your support over the years as well. I know you guys have been plugging a lot of our stuff, and that helps get the word out there about Cassidy Paris. You can find Cassidy Paris everywhere on socials: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Now we have TikTok as well. Every social media platform, Twitter as well, and YouTube, Cassidy Paris and Cassidy Paris Official. So if you guys want to check out my stuff, you can check it out there. Thanks for having me, guys.
Awesome.
Keep rocking, Cassidy. Well, I'll reach out. We'll get you and your dad on again in a future show.
Yeah, that sounds great. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great night.
You too.
Take care.
All right. What a nice young lady, got to tell you. She's got it all.
Oh, yeah.
She's got stage presence, good vocals.
I'd love to see that show.
She's the TP, Tony, the total package.
Of course.
I'm sorry, I was having a 70s flashback. Sorry.
We're going to hear that 70s jingle come through in a moment.
Yes, you can be my Greg Brady. All right,
I
so
don't think so.
So, something popped into my head earlier because you guys know me real well. You know that I'm on one path and all of a sudden I take the other. When I was dealing with Cassidy, trying to get her, they're 14 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So it's tomorrow morning there for her. Us, it's.
Oh, you need to ask her about the lottery numbers.
I asked her, she doesn't know. She says some crap about it's still the same time, but not. I don't understand any of it. I don't know.
It's the future there.
It's the future. It is the future there. I could be like Biff in Back to the Future. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going to bet on a horsey poo. But I don't understand why we even have time zones. Why can't it be the same time everywhere? And then you adjust your work hours based on your specific needs.
I don't know. I think they started that process long before you and I came along.
Well, I'm not into it, just letting you know.
There is a time that kind of runs consistent. It is. It's called Zulu time. Honestly, it's what it's called. You in the military, you should know this. Yes, Zulu.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot. I can keep going.
Okay, well, I understand that, but I'm talking about Zulu time, Tim.
Listen, I don't want to talk African talk, okay? I don't know anything about the Zulu nation. All right, they're fine in my book. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
We don't need any of this political
but they
stuff.
do have a time they go by.
It is Zulu time. Yes.
I subscribe to Hulu. It rhymes with Zulu. It's got to count for something.
I guess it does.
I want to plug our sponsors. I want to thank Liberty Coins in downtown Franklin, Virginia. If you're looking for something awesome, go there. Colonial Pharmacy on Main Street in Murfreesboro. It's more than just your health and wellness center. It also has aisles of amazing seasonal shopping experiences as well. And I want to thank Roanoke Valley Insurance.
Including some good pepper bacon jam.
They do have very good pepper bacon jam.
Stuff is good.
Oh my God, that sounds like a name for a band coming to the stage. Pepper Bacon Jam. Oh, I love you, Pepper Bacon Jam.
It's not more like a festival name.
All right, festival, concert, whatever. It's a fine line.
It's a
okay?
jam. We're gonna jam out.
So I don't know. Him and I talk about a movie every once in a while that we've watched. I saw Roadhouse, the remake.
I haven't watched that. I've heard mixed reviews.
I've seen a lot of bad reviews.
Yeah, I've heard mixed. I've heard some people say it's awesome, and I've heard some people say that it was awful. So I don't know. I'll have to watch this and make a decision.
I'm sorry. The people that said it was awesome are idiots. The people that said it was horrible are highly intelligent. Now, if it was a standalone movie, not a remake.
What would he say if he was on the other side of that?
Well, we are. I'm over there too. See, hi.
Are we still Australian rocker Cassidy?
Oh God, yeah. Hi, I'm Australian rocker Cassidy.
Don't we all wish? Okay.
Thank
yeah,
you. I
change
forgot
that.
to change my banners and my underwear. So here we go, kids.
I thought I smelled something.
Exploiting your
I blamed it
popularity.
on the cat farting earlier,
I'm
but
sure
what are you
you
gonna
did.
do? He's like, he lifts his tail up in there and goes, "It wasn't me." Anyway, Roadhouse. If it was a standalone movie, not a remake, no homage to anything, it might have been an okay movie. Conor McGregor was the bright spot. He was dead on. Of course,
Right.
he was just being himself, but he was awesome. It's just that, I mean, when you remake a classic like Roadhouse, you gotta really try to make it a tribute movie. And
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of those that just didn't pan out.
no, not a big fan. So Roadhouse is going to get the big thumbs up.
I'll say I really like.
Look at this idiot trying to send me a message with I'm on the phone.
I really like the Top Gun remake. I thought that was really good.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
No,
I want to see it. I love the first
I thought
one.
it was great.
All right, raise your hand.
Top Gun
Well,
Maverick.
that newer
Maverick, yeah.
newer one.
Well,
I
it
don't
was-
say
it was
remake,
a
but
sequel.
it was like a homage to the old
Well,
one.
it's a
though, lot.
sequel.
You know,
Yeah, it
things
is
fell
pretty
in
much a
place
sequel.
that kind of went with it, and I
Yeah,
thought they
it's a
did a great
sequel.
job. It was a great movie.
No,
Yeah,
I
you're
want
right,
to see it.
Not
You
really
had the Son of Goose in there.
not really a remake, but yeah, it was a lot of similarities.
And
they
honestly,
played
I
it
don't know.
out
I don't
that
know
way.
any one person that would have that long of that would have a almost 40, I'd say almost 50-year career in the Navy and still be flying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I saw Top Gun in the theater when it came out. When was it? 85, 86, I think.
well that newer one I should have said is really
Yeah,
good.
that was.
You got to project there, singer extraordinaire. All right, let's get some more music on. We promised you some video clips from Blooming Together. We showcased Leslie Duran again a few minutes ago. There was an old school rhythm and blues band there called the Golden Harmoniers. And you can tell probably back in their prime they were amazing because I found them amazing when they were basically climbed up in the ramps and walkers. So
Well, hopefully we'll find some more stuff kind of similar to that in the near future too. We got some really good acts coming to the theater soon, so y'all keep your eyes open.
yeah, and keep your eyes open, okay?
Try to make some a husky in surrounding areas.
I wish you luck. Anyway, here we go. Tribute to Blooming Together. That was at the Gallery Theater this past March. We captured the Golden Harmoniers in concert, and here they are.
Just like that.
So that was the Golden Harmoniers at the Gallery Theater. It was March 17th, this past March 17th, and hopefully the Gallery Theater does another one in 2024. That would be awesome.
They were getting down.
Oh no, 2025. It would be
It's
twice.
2024 already.
God, it's like a science fiction novel. It's like
At least it's
Star
not
Wars.
1984.
I'd do 1984 all over again. I wonder what I would do.
1984 was a good year. 88 was a great year for me.
88? And why was it a good year for you?
Man, I turned 15 that year, and I'm gonna tell you what, hair bands were at their peak. I was having a great summer. That's when I actually got to see my first concert that year. It was amazing.
Man, I just got out of the Army in 1988. Yeah.
Well, we can't help that you're old as Methuselah.
Listen, Graybeard. Oh, that's me. Never mind. I can't really do any comebacks on age anymore because look at me.
We passed almost every year that was supposed to be the future in all our movies growing up.
I know, right? 1984, Back to the Future. I mean,
Buck Rogers disappeared in 1989. He's not supposed to reappear again until the 25th century somewhere. You know, he's frozen.
We still got a few.
There may be a guy out there frozen somewhere that we don't know about. They don't tell us anything. You know, the CIA.
so I was.
They put down a shuttle and just said, "Here, we're gonna call him Buck Rogers."
I'm a Russian spy. Anyway, I was in Walmart the other day, and I noticed at Walmart that the price of record albums have come down. They went from "you got to be out of your friggin' mind" to "no, I don't think so yet." they got to get back to a little bit more of a reasonable price. But I'm glad to see the comeback.
Well, I tell you what, I do
Oh,
miss having those stores that were in malls like, Camelot Music,
Mhm.
things like that, where you went in and it was just all vinyl. And then, of course, in the 80s, I mean, we had cassette tapes because everybody had a cassette player in the car. That was the next the next evolution after the 8-track that you had in your car was to have the cassette tape
Rock
that
for
you had side A
Cupcakes.
and side B.
In the trunk.
You do realize that at the auto building facilities in the engineering department, they were trying to figure out how to put an album in your dash where you could play it.
Well,
They're like,
no doubt.
I don't know about this. We need something different.
Get a
fellas."
bump that goes,
The needle's not holding.
you could be going down the road and be sounding like somebody scratching. Yeah,
They're like the first DJ whapper of all time.
yeah.
It's 79 Chevy Monza, baby, with the big eagle.
And then,
on
of
the
course,
hood.
when people, back in those days, people were buying Bly Punk amps. They were buying MTX boxes, Bazooka bass tubes. Alpine, Kenwood, and Pioneer were big names back then.
All right, let me tell you about my 77 Pontiac Trans Am.
Oh,
Okay,
here we go. The
I miss
classic
my
Trans
system,
Am.
man. I was
it was typical.
jamming out.
50 inches on the back, Krager rims, traction bars, dual exhaust, 9 speakers, not one of them a bass. Okay. Blowing out a Kenmore. Yeah, that's right. I would be blasting the Living It and John, going down the road, going, "Yeah, what up? You don't want any of this, man."
He was probably saying things like it's totally too.
No.
I like my bass speakers,
I'm a
but
set.
I still listen to hard rock. Too. I
Was
love
it groovy back then,
grunge
too?
and stuff.
It was groovy, baby.
But even with a cassette, it was hooked up.
Look, man, even when you were broke and you had your first vehicle, you put a Kraco in the dash just so you could play that cassette. And it worked for a while. I mean, you had tunes. It wasn't the loudest thing. And then you were like, man, I'm moving up. I'm getting a system. I'm going to buy me a Pioneer.
I
I'm
know,
gonna buy me
right?
a Kenwood.
CD
Oh, yeah.
And then you thought you were something when you had Alpine.
Oh, Alpine. Yeah.
They were smooth.
And then what you had to do to
Bose
Bose,
came along.
but you won't tell you what you had to do to the car to trick it all out. You had to put an Oakley sticker across the top of your windshield. You had to do that.
Don't forget, if you owned a Camaro back in the 70s or 80s, you had to have rear louvers.
Yes.
It was a
rear
necessity,
louvers.
baby.
It was.
No louvers, no cool.
No.
Was that
No.
the back glass shade?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like beep.
Yeah, and you couldn't see squat through them.
No, not at all.
I don't
So,
know why back then in that light pole, man.
so obviously, the trends and social trends, to me, they change every 5 to 7 years,
Yeah.
But some things
Faster,
always
yeah.
hold true. Like I'm a classic rocker kind of guy, but lately I've been listening to obscure stuff from like the mid '70s to late '70s, like pre-Fame ABBA, like Waterloo, some of those weird songs that they came out with. Chicago's Hershey album with "If You Leave Me Now, You'll Get Away the Greatest Part of Me."
I'll tell you what I like when it comes
Sorry.
to music. I love hearing people cover some of our favorites, okay? Some of the favorites that I've ever listened to as far as like some of the 80s rock that I was always a big fan of, just to hear somebody cover it and really be able to belt out the vocals, okay?
Burp.
There was when Vixen got very popular, they had several hit songs. And I believe Richard Marx helped write a lot of them. But they were all female rock band. I don't know if you've ever heard of them or not. And they had some amazing songs. Well, I've heard a lady recently cover one of their songs called Love is a Killer, and it was one of their ballads, and she was phenomenal. I mean, this girl had these sultry, powerful vocals that just really lent to it. You really enjoy hearing
You're talking
somebody
about
cover-
really big vocals? Is that what you're talking about?
She had those, she
huge
had those
vocal
as well,
range.
Tim. Yes.
I mean, it's like,
She had those as well. But to give props, yes, she could carry the song very well.
I don't know if she carried a tune or something else carried it for her. Who knows?
Anyway,
But
But
a few that we throw in there, they're fun.
So what I've
Option to
been
Want Me and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Just what I needed. That's a hard solo. But it's fun when you get it right.
now, I know you're a little younger than Tony and me.
Just a little bit.
All right, anyway,
Right.
Tony's 10 years behind me. He's probably 10 years behind Tony, whatever. So we got some of the decades covered. And we had Cassidy on that's probably still in her 20s. But I've been really playing a lot of the like the mid 70s transition from folk rock to rock, like Hall and Oates before they
Right.
became poppy, like Rich Girl, Sarah Smile, Earth, Wind and Fire, pre-fame ELO, just things like that. And I guess I'm living my early days now. What can I tell you? But somebody came to mind, so we're going to play a little bit of Brandon Vaughn, again taken from Blooming Together at the Gallery Theater back from March 17th. He likes the old school Motown 70s R&B, and he kind of brings it to life. So here's our
That's
buddy
great.
Brandon Vaughn, and also known as Serenading and Saxy. I kept trying to say serenading and sexy, and he kept correcting me. I'm like, all right, buddy.
There's an A in there.
Every day
I love the way that ends. We should have been swaying in unison. Let's try. Back. Yeah, we go. We got to work on this, man. It's sort of like the wave. Woo, look at this go. All right, so that was our friend Brandon Vaughn from Blooming Together. It happened in March past, and he's also known as Serenading in Saxy. Plays a lot up at Latin Soul. He runs the karaoke event up at Latin Soul on Main Street in Murfreesboro on Thursday night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, going strong. Yes. Actually, Latin Soul is very active. I just wish they would interact with me a little more. I could do a little bit more coverage with them, work with them a little bit better.
Right.
But what are you going to do? Everything takes time, boys and girls. All right, this is the part of the show before we end it where whatever pops in our mind. Bing. You don't want to know. Eh? No.
Some things we don't want to know,
silly,
do we? No.
Put your clothes back on. Sorry. What? I'm not sure what just happened there, but it can't be normal.
It's normal for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got something to say?
What's happening?
God only knows. All right,
Something's
people.
always happening on What's Happening Entertainment Radio. You can believe that, ladies and gentlemen. Take it to the bank.
So I want to thank all the people that participated. Cassidy Paris from Melbourne, Australia, just an up-and-coming rocker. So make sure you give her some love on Facebook and YouTube. And then the Golden Harmoniers, Buckshot VP, Leslie
VB,
Jernigan.
dude.
VB, what did I say?
VP.
Dang it, Virginia Police?
No.
No, that doesn't. Virginia Beach. VB, Buckshot BV, and Brandon Vaughn serenading in Saxon.
There we go.
Tim and Tony will be back again next month. Lucas, thanks for joining us. You got any shows to plug besides Fairwood Lanes on, what was it, July 25th?
27th, I think.
So something like that. You'll see it posted on what'shappeningentertainment.com. Click on the Halifax page and boom, there it is.
And of course, Fairwood Lanes will be advertising the fact that it'll be coming up on their events calendar. So always check that out. And anywhere, folks, your favorite places that actually have entertainment, look at their events calendar and see what they're having. People are posting these events. You just need to check them out.
Yeah.
Or go to what'shappeningentertainment.com and just see all the events coming up to the area. Make sure you follow us on What's Happening in North Carolina and Southern Virginia. If you like this show and you only caught part of it, just go to rumble.com, find What's Happening Entertainment, subscribe, and watch the video. It'll be on our main platform. Thank you all.
Give us some love.
They got.
See you next time.
All right.
We're out. Oh my God, I
Peace.
forgot to cue the music. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Wait a minute,
Fine.
hold on. It's my brand. Do you like it?